one at a time. Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the post-qualifying press conference for the 8 hours of Portimao and the second round of the 2021 FIA World Endurance Championship. We're going to speak to our 4 pole sitters throughout the classes, and first off, we've got Kevin CEST from Porsche GT team, the second consecutive pole position for Kevin, a rich vein of form, 100% points record so far for Kevin in 2021 and the team, and another scintillating lap of 1 minute 37.986, which was good enough for pole. Kevin, it seemed like it was a bit more of a challenge than Spa this session. Lots of things to contend with, but you got the job done. You must be delighted. But tell us how you achieved that today.
Yeah, no, definitely delighted. Very happy. It's a tough track, to be honest. Very tough track to put all together. In Spa, we had obviously a lot of track time, and we felt really ready. And here was like a bit. I was not sure how the car is gonna be and everything. And the track for me changed a little bit compared to FP3, where we tried to prepare for quali. So the lap was not perfect, but I think was not perfect for anybody. Yeah, well, in the end was good enough. I managed to finish the lap, and I think the second one was also good. So it's great. It's good, gives you a good feeling to start a long race from pole. But the single lap pace is one thing, and the long run is another one. Especially with the conditions changing. You know, when the sun is out there, then the track condition go over the top, over the roof, and it gets very difficult. So glad to have done the job today and get all the points possible so far this season.
Talking of points, obviously the big points come tomorrow at 7 o'clock local time. 2 extra hours of racing in this second round. You've got an extra driver in the car as well. Tell us how that's going to pan out in terms of strategy and how it is different to a 6-hour race for you tomorrow.
Yeah, at first very happy to have Michael back in our car, and I think the trickiest part of the weekend having 3 drivers was until now for us, because we're not used to having to share with 2 other drivers during pre-practices, and now the race, it just opens up a bit the strategy. I think it makes our life easier in the car, and the life from the engineer in the background also easier. So I think it's all good to have 3 drivers. Also great preparation for Le Mans. So yeah, but let's say the race on tires is a little easier than a 6-hour race. We have a bit more tires comparing to a 6-hour race, but this track is hard on tires, very high track temperature, very easy to do a mistake. So happy to get these 2 extra sets, and yeah, we'll see where we go. But definitely, I think we have a very strong group with Neil and Michael and the engineers and the crew from 92. So I'm confident we can, yeah, bring this home.
Well, congratulations on another pole today, Kevin. Well done. We'll look forward to the battle between you and Ferrari tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll now move on to Matteo Vaxivière, who has achieved the first ever pole position for Alpine in the FIA World Endurance Championship. A terrific job today. We've got a battle on our hands between all the 4 entries in the hypercar class. Excellent job, Matt. Superb lap from you. 1 minute 30.364. You went even quicker on that second lap there. It looked like a really hooked up car today. Tell us how the qualifying session happened for you, and especially that last lap, because it all came together in the final few seconds.
Yeah, ended pretty well for us, to be honest. I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, on the second lap, it was planned to put a second set of tire. Because we see that the fight is really close, and so we try to put a second set to achieve a good result and a pole position, which was pretty good on the second lap, and at my end of lap I struggled a bit with the rear tire already, but I mean the car was mega. Thank you to the team, to Alpine, and it's a great result for the brand.
There's a tiny margin between you and the second place car of Brendan Hartley in the number 8 Toyota. Were you surprised it was so close? Because we've seen a variety of lap times going on in the free practice session so far.
I mean, we were not surprised. We know that they are really good. We are fighting them quite strongly, and we try to make the best from our team. But no, I mean, I expect them to be close from the pole. So it was a nice fight, and it's what we like when it's that close.
And looking ahead to the race tomorrow, 11 o'clock start. It's going to be hot, but a bit of a range of temperature over the 8 hours. What are the things to watch out for in the 8 hours of Portimao tomorrow?
I mean, we will see, yeah, with the temperature for sure. And then it's 8 hours, so maybe some tire will be like getting tired and everything. So we need to be on shape and without avoiding mistake and everything. And also maybe we will have some full course yellow due to the temperature and everything. So we really need to stay out of track. And if we catch some great full course yellow, maybe we will catch them with the fuel and everything, because for the moment it's a bit hard on pit stop. So we will see.
Great job today, Matt. Congratulations on the pole position. A terrific job by Alpine Elf Matmut. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck for the 8 hours tomorrow. We're going to be joined next by Tom Blomqvist, our LMP2 pole sitter. For Jota, his first pole position in the FIA World Endurance Championship. And a terrific effort, Tom, a 1-2 in fact for Jota, so happy days for the British team. A searing lap of 1 minute 31.210 in the number 28 Orica Gibson. You got the job done today. It must be great satisfaction hooking up such a special lap on a really tough circuit.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, slightly surprised actually. You know, the sister car's been competitive, you know, since they hit the ground running. We didn't have a great FP3 where we tried to do a bit of quali prep, so I was a little unsure, you know, how the thing was going to react in qualifying. But yeah, the thing was hooked up on my first attempt. So super grateful for what, you know, the job the team did between the sessions and giving us the car, you know, capable of basically locking out the front rows. So hats off to Jota. They've done an excellent job this weekend. And the prep, you know, since Spa, where we had a few question marks, and the team's worked really, really hard to try and rectify, you know, some problems, and it looks like we've done a good job with that. So, you know, super happy for them, super grateful for them, and yeah, I mean, the job's now, tomorrow's the big day, so I put the car in a great position, and now we just have to have a clean race.
There's just 0.0545 seconds between you and Antonio. You beat the hometown boy, some nice healthy rivalry in the team, but a 1-2, as I said. But you've got so much opposition outside of the Jota garage as well. United Also Sports didn't quite get the job done today. WRT, just give us a encapsulation of just how tough and competitive LMP2 is this season.
Well, first of all, you know, I think Jota, we've got a real strong lineup within the team. You know, with Antonio, Stoffel, Anthony, and obviously Sean and Roberto. I think that really helps us push, you know, the car forward and really extract, you know, the most from our package. But yeah, this year the championship's super close, super tight in the LMP2 field. Obviously, it's you know, everyone looks like they're trying to get in. You know, preparing for, you know, this class looks like it's going to be an extremely strong class in the future. So it's attracting a lot of strong drivers, strong teams. So I think it's I mean, for me, it's always one of the most, well, it is the most competitive in my opinion in the WEC at the moment. So yeah, it's, you know, hopefully it just keeps on growing as well next year, and yeah, with the build up to the LMDH in the future. So yeah, it's cool. I'm really enjoying it as well, which is most importantly.
We can tell. Cracking job, Tom. Well done. Cheers, to Sam. You and Jota. Congratulations. We're now going to speak to our LMGTE AM pole sitter, Egidio Perfetti. Pole position, the number 56 Team Project 1 Porsche. Superb job. Well, congratulations. A terrific job from you today. After such a difficult and frustrating start to the season, it must be even more satisfying to be here, starting from pole, looking forward to the 8 hours tomorrow.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm extremely delighted to be in pole. And I think, as you say, is even more so important for the team after all the effort, the job that they've done to put the car back together. I think the car has been quite strong all weekend long, so I'm very pleased, and we're definitely looking forward to the race tomorrow.
that 1 minute 40.191 lap, you left it quite late. There was obviously, throughout the classes, so many infringements for track limits. The sun came out also just before the session, so there's a lot to contend with in and outside the cockpit. So it was a tough one today, wasn't it? A big challenge for you and the team.
No, definitely. It's a very nice but quite tricky and technical track. It's one of the first times for me here, but I think the team did the right choice. We elected to use 2 sets of tires. And obviously the first time around, I made a couple of mistakes. I tried to sort of found the boundaries. And when we eventually put the second tires, we were left with only 1 lap. But luckily, it all came together. I was very pleased because I think I was P2 until the very last minute. But I managed to pass the other Porsche and therefore became sitting in pole. I think it's a fantastic track. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. And yeah, difficult to say more. Extremely happy to be finally back here. The last time around, I think we were in Bahrain and it was another 8 hours. So I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, let's hope it's a lucky number for you. Well done to you and the team. Great job. And we look forward to a battle royal in the LMGTE AM class tomorrow. So thank you very much. Thank you to everybody for joining us. The race will start at 11 o'clock local time tomorrow for the 8 hours of Portimao. We look forward to giving you all the stories, bringing you all the stories from the post-event press conference tomorrow.